Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the drive with Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Right here.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check 50.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Cut! 20! Launch 49! Y'all not ready? Listen. 49! 49's the mic! 49's the mic! We don't want this. 49's the mic! Watch 49! Here we go. 49, guys. Mike. Value 3! This team showed up. Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a 1st down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's third down. To the shotgun snap to Allen. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2 yards, good enough for a first. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on. A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the toss, it's Gurley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Oh, design run for their wideout. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I think in normal situations, most play callers would probably shelve that play in this situation. But down in the red zone, got a little something extra to play with. I like the way that he took a shot and went after it.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Goff now to throw. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. That's caught at the 3. And he'll get into the end end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From a yard out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit.
And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Goff, a quick throw, complete to Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
We go tonight. 20. 49. You're trash. You're trash. You. Obama. Hey, Alpha.
Goff on first down. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man of the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 2nd and very short. Allen. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Go.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw, it's Allen. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Mack Wilson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. An update now from Oakland. The Raiders are out to an early lead. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, it could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Corey Littleton. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. They don't get it all back there, but they do get 8, and it sets up a 3rd and 15.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
51 to Mike. Hey, wahoo! Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 51, Mike. Mike, 51.
3rd and long. It's gone. And Woods has it complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And here's Allen. Going to throw again. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Check 48 to Mike. Switch up, switch up. Half 85, half 85. Mike, 48. Pick it up, pick it up.
On first down, Allen able to get this to Gordon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
41 to Mike. I'm trying to collect. Hey, half.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Everyone's got 4 down. 41's coming. 41's the money.
Now Allen to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Allen again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
76. 76.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. Coming to you. Coming to you.
Goff now looks to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Muscles him off. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got. Watch twitch.
A Another carry now for Gurley. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, gone. And that one's complete to Gurley. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. On first and 10, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. To try again after the sack. Goff. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Cooper, Smith.
Throwing on second and long. Goff got his man complete over the middle. It's Black. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Motion. 48 Mike. 48 Mike.
On second and 1, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play here for the Bills. 43 yards. And a guy that can change the game, shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. The Bills on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
It's now 4th down.
They come up in a 2 tight end look here, and they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back. Preferably a takeaway.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
61, matchbox lights. 5. Super.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Bills first down.
Mike. Not today, you are. Not today.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Allen going to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
It's just me and you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. That leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Check. 319. Check. Hey, look. Come on, come on. 5 wide. Kill.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. On first down, it's Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Foxtrot. Middle.
Here's Allen. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, and it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Shit. Alert. 59. Let's go, D. 52. Alert.
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points mean this is now a two-score game.
And two, doesn't seem like much, does it? But it means everything in this situation because now they're going to have to look back, and ultimately that might be the play that ends up deciding this game.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Second and 11 at the 17-yard line.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Rams,